Pretty Girl Club. Welcome to the Diabolicals United series. This is episode 4, and today I'm going to be talking about how to flex on or humble your enemies. That's right, I'm going to be talking about how to gaslight the gaslighter, how to get revenge on the avenger, how to get back at those who have been mean to you. Side note, if you are religious, please do not watch this video. If you're a good girl or a nice girl or you have a moral code that you follow, please skip this video because these are going to be, some of these are going to be kind of like some mean girl tactics. So please do not watch this video if you believe in like karma or like, the angels or ancestors or whoever is going to get them. Don't watch this video because I'm going to be petty today, all right? I am going to be a diabolical exotical. So one of the ways that I like to flex on or humble enemies is in terms of marketing and capitalism. I like to practice ruthless capitalism in the sense that if you did not copyright an idea, I have the right to utilize the marketing, to utilize the color schemes, to utilize whatever talking points I want to use. I have the right to use whatever designs I want to use so that I can succeed. This is a part of the ruthless capitalistic system that we live in today. You know how a lot of people will make this argument that, hey, I'm the blueprint. You took the blueprint from me and then you popularized it. Well, yeah, that's because that person was actually more strategic than you. And so that's why they got credit for your blueprint. That's why they profited off of your blueprint. That's why they profited off of your labor, because unfortunately we live in a capitalist society. And so why play fair in an unfair world? I have the right to do what I need to do so that I can attain, whether it's finances for myself, whether it's success for my business or customers for my business. I have the right to do that. All you have to do is look at the world around you. Have you ever noticed how like there will be a Walmart in one parking lot and then right across the street there's a Target, and then right across from there's like another store that's similar? Stores do this on purpose because they are trying to usurp the customers from those other stores. They're hoping that, hey, if I put my Walmart close to a Target, some of the Target customers will not want to go to the Target and they'll come to see me where I have cheaper prices, where I have these knockoff versions of the exact same thing. And in some cases, my product works better, or, my brand is better in some cases. And so those same people from that audience, those same customers, they're going to come to my business instead. And so that is a dark femininity tactic that I have utilized not only on this YouTube channel, but that's actually a business tactic that they will teach you in marketing school. Like if you've gone to college or anything like that, they will teach you how to utilize inspiration or ideas from others, or how to utilize ideas from people who view themselves as your competitors, how to take that idea, do it better than that person, steal like an artist, and then maximize the profit for yourself, because you're a diabolical exotical. Another way that you can flex on others or gaslight the gaslighters is by simply looking good. There literally are people out there who have such a bad inferiority complex to the point where you looking pretty will literally piss them off. So this is a very simple way that you can get your sense of like revenge without having to hurt anyone. You're not being violent. All you're doing is you're looking your best. So let's say you're around people who like to humble you. Maybe they like to talk shit about you wearing makeup. Well, guess what? Now I'm going to continue wearing makeup every day in the office. Oh, you want to talk shit about me wearing red lipstick? Now I'm going to wear red lipstick for the rest of the month. You're going to see my bright ass, red ass lips every time I walk into the office now, because what you're not going to do is try to bully me out of being myself. And so looking good and embracing who you are, expressing who you are unapologetically, that is actually a flex. That person who was trying to humble you, they view it as you flexing on them, because they're like, wait, I tried to bully her into not being herself and I failed at that. I tried to take away her confidence, but I wasn't able to do that. So that's another tactic you can use, is just looking good. Another diabolical exotical tactic is to simply surpass your enemy, or to have a form of success. Success is the best revenge. So let's say you are joining a new gym class and some of the girls are rude to you. Maybe you joined a salsa class and you were really bad at salsa that day. And then the next week, you want to come back and you want to flex your new salsa moves and you want to claim your spot at the front of that salsa class. Well, you can go home, you can practice your salsa steps, you can do little workouts at home, practice swinging your hips or whatever, and then you come back and you are now in a position of being more skilled. So now you are seen as successful because you've been practicing your craft. You've been practicing your skill behind the scenes. And so nobody can make fun of you anymore. Nobody can say, oh, well, she's bad at this. She doesn't know how to do the steps. She doesn't know how to move their hips. So if you're in a class with a bunch of like mean girls and maybe they don't want to help you or they're trying to exclude you, number one, keep showing up, because if you want to agitate that person and you want to be a diabolical exotical for the day, then yeah, keep showing up because it's going to keep triggering them. And then number two, keep on practicing your craft, because success is the best revenge. And I know I just used like dancing or a salsa class as an example, but you can do this in any other area. So for example, in college, some of the students, they can be very competitive to where they're like, no, I don't want to be in a study group with you. No, I don't want to help you with your homework. No, I'm not going to tell you what the lecture was about. No, I'm not going to tell you about this extra credit assignment. And they're doing that because they view you as like their competition. And so once again, success is the best revenge in that scenario, where you can just study harder than everybody else. You can study on your own. You don't need a study group. And then the next time you go to class and you ace that test, that was your way of flexing on your enemies. Another diabolical tactic that a lot of people use is being conceited or being cocky or having moments of cockiness. So this is something that you see a lot in the media. So like, have you ever noticed how in rap music, or whenever people are having these beefs, like they're having a rap beef or something like that, their lyrics will be very cocky and very conceited. And they're doing this because that is a way to trigger a person who is insecure. You know, you're triggering that other person by flexing that you're a diva, or flexing that you're the queen and that this person should like bow down to you. So once again, this is another controversial diabolical tactic, but it is a psychological trap that a lot of women are able to get their enemies into, because you're reminding them of your own strengths. You're reminding them of who you actually are. You're reminding them of your position. You're reminding them that you're the queen of the rap industry, or you're reminding them that, hey, I do think I'm cute. That's another diabolical tactic you can use, actually. If someone insults you, simply agree with the insult. I do this all the time on YouTube. Like if somebody says, oh, well, you think you're cute. Well, you're just trying to uplift people who look like you. Yeah, now what? That's actually a way of flexing or humbling your enemies, because you're not allowing their insults to bring you down. You're not allowing them to call you Diabolicals United and then you get bullied off YouTube. No, guess what? Now I've got a whole entire series called Diabolicals United, where I will be teaching my fellow Exoticals these diabolical strategies on how to succeed. And by the way, use these strategies at your own risk, but that is one way that you can succeed, though. It's by, if someone insults you, you can just accept the insult. Like, oh, you're so skinny. Oh my God, you look like a stick. You can be like, yeah, I do. And I like looking like a stick. I'm a cute stick. Oh my God, your hair is so coarse and kinky. Yeah, I like it this way. I think it looks cute. So do you see how you're kind of complimenting yourself, and people are going to stereotype that as, oh, you're being conceited, but really you're just pumping yourself up. You're using their insults to pump yourself up. Oh my God, your hair's so kinky and coarse. Yeah, it is. I love my kinky and coarse hair. It looks so pretty on me. I look so exotic. I look bomb with my hair like this. I think I'm going to take some selfies today. So you're actually agitating them because they're failing at bringing you down. They're failing at humbling you, because every time they give you attention, you're actually taking on temporary qualities of like a narcissist. The thing to remember about narcissism is that every human being has negative qualities, okay? Everybody technically has selfish qualities, narcissistic qualities. Everybody has the capability to manipulate and stuff like that. So you have to know when to use this stuff and when not to. But in terms of insults, what you're really doing is you are temporarily tapping into kind of this narcissistic side of yourself, and you are turning those insults into compliments. And you're saying, yeah, my hair is really kinky. I love it. Oh yeah, my skin is very dark. I love the fact that my skin is dark. My skin is dark as fuck, and it's sexy as fuck too. Like you can literally start bragging about that actual quality that they tried to insult. Something else that you can do is keeping the same energy, or some people may call this mirroring or mimicking what the other person is doing. So let's say you're at work and there are some Karens who like to record everything you do. They have a certain way of doing things. You can start keeping the same energy. Like, oh, no, actually, I completed my work task at this date and time. You can pull up receipts. You can have screenshots of images or emails that you sent. You can have screenshots to prove that you have done certain things. I have used that strategy so many times and it has worked so well every single time. So I like to call this using your Karen skills to your advantage. So that means making all the proper phone calls that you need to make, making sure that you've always got documentation or things to back up what you're saying, and also making sure that you know all of the rules and you know all of the policies because you can actually flex by finding loopholes in certain policies or finding loopholes in certain areas, and that can help you to actually get ahead.